What's good, YouTube? It's Zach, and today we have a voice crack. No, but we have the Las Vegas Raiders record prediction. Hope everyone's having an amazing day so far. It's been a couple of days since I decided to get another prediction video up. I do apologize about that. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Starting with week one and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium. I don't know if anyone else is extremely high on the Patriots this season, but I am going to be a huge Drake May watcher this season. Hopefully we see him a lot on NFL Red Zone. I do plan on streaming NFL Red Zone every single Sunday. And yeah, a quick plug about that. But yeah, I do have the Patriots taking out the Raiders. I do think there'll be some kind of learning curve with Geno Smith and Pete Carroll. But I mean, both of them are veterans, so they should be able to get it going relatively soon. Give me the Patriots in this one. Week two, they are traveling home to face the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday Night Football. They always had that memorable game when the Raiders and Chargers, I believe it was also on Monday Night Football, where there was no defense to be played. Didn't the Raiders score 63 points on Brandon Staley and company? Sorry about that, Charger fan. But yeah, give me the Raiders to actually defeat the Chargers at home, improving to 1-1. Raiders going to be a very pesky team in the AFC West this season, and I have them defeating the Chargers in this one. Week three, they travel to Washington to face on Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. As of this moment, Terry McLaurin still has not signed an extension, which could very easily impact this game. I still have the Commanders getting the win in this one just because they did end up making the NFC Championship game last year. I do expect the Commanders to be at least fighting for a playoff spot once again. And yeah, Jaden Daniels against this Raiders defense might be running all over them before they take on the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams could be a very interesting matchup here because, again, Caleb Williams could light these guys up, and I would not be surprised whatsoever. Or Pete Carroll can just give Ashton Jeanty the ball 30 times and run for 5,000 yards, and I also wouldn't be too shocked. I do have the Bears taking the win in this one just because there's a little bit more certainty in Chicago than there is in Vegas. But, I mean, the Raiders could potentially win this game, but unfortunately, bear down in this one. Week five, they go to take on the worst starting quarterback in the NFL, Anthony Richardson, and the Indianapolis Colts. You got to have to get that soundbite in there every single time. I have no faith in the Colts whatsoever. I am going to be living and praying on their downfall. I think their line is 7.5 or 6.5 wins. Whatever the case is, you might want to cash in that under right now. I'm telling you, there's no way the Colts win that many games. And that will prove again in this one as Ashton Jeanty will outduel Jonathan Taylor in this one. Then it'll come down to who can make a big throw between Geno Smith and Anthony Richardson. Geno Smith, and yeah, Raiders win this one. And look at this beautiful AFC South back-to-back cupcake matchup. They take on Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. They're going to be able to go back home. If the Raiders want any chance at getting to the playoffs, they need to win both of these games, week 5 and week 6, against the inferior AFC South. I do have the Raiders getting the win against the Titans, their first winning streak of the season. And yeah, Raiders, don't let me down. 7, they are taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Yeah, Mahomes doesn't do a whole lot of losing against the AFC West or at home. So we're going to have to go with Kermit the Frog, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and Andy Reid in this one. But again, if the Raiders end up winning this game, they could be a very dangerous team. I skip over week 8 because that is their bye week. So jumping to week 9, they are taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are going to be a very interesting team this year. I could see him winning 10 games. I could see him winning 5 games. It comes down to the play of Trevor Lawrence. I do have the more experienced quarterback in this one. I mean, I forgot Geno Smith is like not a rookie quarterback. I have the just the better team winning this one. Ashton Jeanty could rip the Jaguars a new one. I know their secondary isn't the best, but give me T-Law. 10 on the short week, traveling to Denver, Colorado to take on the Broncos. Only 4 days rest and having to go play at Mile High Stadium is a recipe for disaster. Yeah, I got the Broncos winning this one basically just off of that rest. They got to go from Jacksonville to Denver, basically across the country. And Bo Nix has been playing really well last season, and I can't wait to see what he's got in the preseason. And yeah, Broncos get the win. They get the mini bye, so they go from Sunday, Thursday, Monday games, and they're taking on the Dallas Cowboys. God, I don't know why the NFL keeps putting the Cowboys on primetime. I know Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens could be a very fun team to watch, and I do have the Cowboys getting the win. in this game. Unfortunately for Cowboys fans, Micah Parsons still has not signed that extension. He could be holding out. He could very well not even be on the team as I'm recording this video. But yeah, give me the Cowboys to win this one, and the Raiders go 3 straight losses out of the bye week. And that free fall could come to a halt as they take on the Cleveland Browns, who are arguably the worst team in the NFL. I saw that Kenny Pickett got banged up a couple days ago, so now they only have 3 healthy quarterbacks and 2 injured ones. Still don't know who's starting at quarterback. Yeah, Browns are going to be taking the number 1 overall pick. And yeah, Raiders win this one. 13, they are going to SoFi Stadium to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. The Raiders, again, I think I have them splitting with, I do have them splitting with the Chargers in this one, with the home team taking each game. Justin Herbert will learn a lot from that earlier matchup and have this game scheduled on his calendar because he will want to get his revenge. Chargers get the win, and the Raiders playoff odds are just slipping further and further away. And in week 14, they are taking on the Denver Broncos at home. Yeah, I'm sorry to spoil Broncos fans in this one, because this game could very easily matter for the Broncos way more than the Raiders. And with Pete Carroll, they're never going to be that bad of a football team. They're at least going to get 6 wins minimum. So yeah, give me the Raiders to upset the Broncos here. Just a brutal way to go into the final few stretches of the season, getting the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. There's absolutely no shot the Eagles lose this game if Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, and Lane Johnson are all healthy. There's no shot they lose this game. Eagles get the win. Week 16, they are taking on the Houston Texans now on the road. Back-to-back brutal away games coming into the end of the season here. CJ Stroud hopefully has some good, healthy wide receivers at this point in time. And yeah, Texans will get the win. Will Anderson Jr. is going to have a monster day. Let's go Texans. Get a little bit of a bye week in this one, taking on the New Jersey Giants. I do have the Raiders getting the win against the Giants, but at this point, they would already been eliminated from playoff contention. And with that in mind, week 18, this game's going to matter a lot more for the Chiefs this time around than that garbage we saw last year. I believe Carson Wentz played the Broncos and basically threw that game away since they had the 1 seed locked up. I don't have the Chiefs locking up the 1 seed, but in order to maintain a high playoff seed, the Chiefs are going to have to win this game, meaning Mahomes is going to play, meaning the Chiefs are going to win this one. But that is going to be it. I have the Raiders finishing 6-11, no playoffs. I do have their ceiling marked somewhere between 9 and 10 wins. That's just if Ashton J.T. goes for 2,000 yards, Geno Smith is able to be an above-average quarterback, and the defense could say average. It's just going to come down to Ashton J.T. and his health. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Other than that, it's been Zach. I'll see you all in my next video. Peace.